Welcome back, everyone, and I'm here again with SBR contributor Jordan Sharp, and today we're going to be looking at how those odds have been acting up for the game between the Washington Redskins and the Minnesota Vikings. How you doing today, Jordan?
Doing good, Dax. Thanks, man.
All right, my man, so RG3 is back, or at least that's what Jay Gruden is telling everyone, but I don't know if that's going to actually be a good thing for the team or if it's even going to hurt them a little bit more. I mean, right now they're 3-5 for the season, and they didn't look too shabby with Colt McCoy under center last week against the Cowboys. Anyways, somehow they're ranking way better than a lot of other teams out there. Offensively, they're 7th best in the league while being the 11th best defense. Now, as for the Vikings, they've been a complete mess. I mean, so far they're 3-5 thanks to that ugly win last week against the Buccaneers. 29th worst offense and the 8th best defense, which is pretty much the only thing that they have going for them right now. Now, as for the odds, everyone has this one at a pick'em, and I'm pretty sure that this one is going to close like that for kickoff. But what do you think, man?
Yeah, this game's really close, and especially if RG3 does end up playing, I think that's probably just going to influence to just stick right where it's at right now. On the road in Minnesota, that's it's a questionable game. If the Minnesota defense can play good, that could really have an effect on it. And obviously, Washington's defense has been playing a little bit better here recently, not a whole lot better, but they against a team like Minnesota, they should play pretty well. So, because the line's so close, probably not a game I'm going to be looking at to bet the spread. I think maybe the total could be a little bit better of a value here on the under, just because it could be a very low-scoring game if RG3 does come back or if he doesn't. So, I think that's actually a little bit of a safer play on here. What would you think about the total here?
I kind of like it. I mean, but I am thinking, how do you expect Gruden to actually use RG3 in this one? I mean, is he going to let him run free, or are you going to expect him to see him, stay in the pocket like he initially wanted to?
That's a good question. If you had the answer to that, you'd probably be pretty rich right now, because I don't think anybody knows the answer to that question. But there are reports out earlier today that he's ready to start. So we'll see. I mean, if he's ready to start, I'm assuming he's going to use him in his normal capacity. But who knows? It's the Redskins we're talking about. So I mean, we'll see. But like I said, I either way, if assuming these reports are accurate and he's ready to start here, I still don't think the Redskins have an entirely a very big amount of offensive upside, especially on the road here. They could, but at the same time, I don't think this game's going to end up being like 28-21 or anything like that. It's probably going to be more so one team still in the teens, one team barely broke 20 points, and that's how it's going to end. That's one of the reasons why I just think the under is probably a pretty good bet here.
What's the total at right now?
43.5.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's definitely going to go under. I mean, the only thing that I could actually see is if we do see RG3 break out and start running the ball a little bit more. But I kind of doubt it, especially since he's just coming back with all that, and he's probably going to have a lot of rust to shake off. So that's probably what's going to happen. We're definitely going to see this a low-scoring event.
Yeah. I think you're probably going to see them. I think both teams will try to not expose their quarterbacks and probably try to run the ball as much as possible here and play solid defense. I think you're going to see a pretty low-scoring game.
Yep, I agree, man. All right, Jordan, as always, it's a pleasure talking football with you, and I look forward to doing this again next week.
All right, thanks, Dax.
No problem. For SBR Picks, this is Dax Floyd.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns. Big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.